Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Order of the Blue Lotus beginning of the end stream, I guess, if we want to sound ominous. We're here, guys!
Woohoo!
3 years, but we're at Sozin Comet!
Say, did you ever think we were gonna get here, Katie?
I honestly didn't, but
There were times.
it's like, wow, life is getting crazy. We went through a pandemic with this stream, Brandi.
We did. Went through a pandemic.
Oh, so
All
many
of the life
things,
changes.
moves, jobs. And we aren't done yet because this is only chapters 18 and 19, parts 1 and 2. We still have parts 3 and 4 to discuss next week. So don't worry, everyone. You still have a couple of hours with us for the Avatar: The Last Airbender animated series. Then we get to the live action. Well, all bets are off with that. But Corey's in the chat saying hi. Aw, howdy to Deej. What's up? Haven't had much snow. You're welcome. Marcus Aurelius in the chat saying finale time. Woot woot. And Louise X Sparrow saying evening. So I hope you all are doing great and are ready for a very photo-filled discussion. Brandi, how are you doing?
Doing good. I think I've had the ludicrous verse and Usher's "Yeah" stuck in my head all day, thanks to the Super Bowl.
Oh gosh. Yes.
Just the ludicrous part.
That has been, it's either been that or have you ever heard of Has Been Hotel?
Have we talked about this before?
I feel like we have.
I feel like we have, yeah.
It should be a welcome to our cult show. But yeah, they dropped the first season on Amazon Prime after doing the pilot on YouTube like 5 years ago, and it got picked up. And oh, that's the connection. You know the Living Tombstones who do the spooky, scary skeletons.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he does the music for this series. And so I've just been bopping all day. I think I've listened to that album like 8 or 9 times over already. It's just so good. So great. We're both distracted subconsciously by music. This will be fun.
Yep.
Oh, let's see. Deej saying it was almost 70 the other day. Wow. Yeah, that's a beach day in Iowa. You could go to Ember Island with that kind of weather. Speaking of which, with our Sozin's Comet recap, we do have technically chapters 18, 19, 20, and 21 because it's 4 parts, but per Paramount Plus, it's 1. So what we're going to do is read the description for the Paramount Plus, and yeah, Brandi's going to come in clutch and finish an undefeated streak, I can imagine. I'm a forecaster. I can tell the future, so trust me on that. I'm a certified meteorologist, which also goes into podcasting, I guess. You can trust me.
As it should.
Yes. So the recap on Paramount Plus for Sozin's Comet altogether is, in the climactic series finale, Zuko confronts Azula and Aang finally faces the Fire Lord. That's it. For 4 parts.
That's just sad.
It really is. They were doing so well. Like, they were actually like coming up to a medium lukewarm, and then it...
Yeah. That's like...
bad.
That's like when you spend all your energy working on your paper, and then you come to the conclusion, and you're like,
Yep.
Hmm.
It's 5 a.m. You have class in an hour.
Yeah.
Just...
Yeah. You're like, he, and you write like 1 sentence, and then you're like, well, that's pretty much all I need to say.
Good enough.
In print.
Yeah. What is it? Oh gosh, the code. I've neither given nor received nor have I tolerated others' use of unauthorized aid.
Oh yeah, the honor
Sign,
code. Yeah,
print.
Sign, print.
I came very close my last... So for context, everyone who isn't a Valpo grad, they make you sign every assignment with that oath of the honor code. And you get in trouble if you don't. And for my last assignment, I was very tempted to say, I have given and received and have tolerated others' use of unauthorized aid. Signed, printed. I didn't, but my soul was saying I should.
Yeah.
But, oh, also... side note from Deej, missed the good old Super Bowl puppy monkey baby, and you're in Illinois, not Iowa. I remember that. I got my eyes mixed up because I'm listening to Hazbin Hotel and a loop in my brain. Brandi, what's
All right.
what's your episode summary?
Okay, this is just for the 2 episodes that we're covering. So I didn't do 20 and 21. So this is 18 and 19. Aang struggles to find a way to end the war without taking Ozai's life. With the Comet days away and the world needing him most, the Avatar disappears once more. Unable to find him and fearing he won't return in time, the gang searches for the only other Bender they think can stop Ozai.
Oh my gosh. I think that's one of the best ones you've done,
Yeah.
personally. Like, the recap to the Avatar disappeared again. Like, oh, poetry,
Yeah.
Brandi.
Because, like, just imagine, okay? You're logging on to the streaming service. That's how you log on. Brianna's staring at me. Oh no. Oh, there's a bug in the sink. What kind of bug is it?
It's not a spider.
Fantastic. It's not a spider. We don't have to evacuate. Anyways, it's huge.
Show and tell. Pick it up. Bring it to the camera.
Katie wants you to bring it to the camera.
Katie wants me to bring it to the camera.
Yeah. Oh, she's gonna do it.
Yes.
What kind of bug? Like, is it an Indiana national bird? Is it an Indiana national bird?
I mean, it probably might be.
Okay.
It might be a cardinal for all.
Oh, she's digging.
It's some weird Avatar animal hybrid.
It could be. It's
Like
probably
a mosquito roach.
It's probably just.
No, it's not.
It's not a stink bug. It's a beetle.
I think.
Ooh.
Unless Katie, the meteorologist, is also somebody that studies bugs.
Isn't it like it's not entomologist, is it?
That's what I wanted to call it, but I don't really know.
There's some sort of name for it. Also, Deej says, "Hey, I want that bug. I'm lazy for dinner tonight." No, Deej, no.
Container is full of water.
Yeah, I mean it's really no big deal. I'm really afraid that you're gonna bring it over and it's gonna fall on me,
or it'll fly. They tend to do that.
Yeah, I know.
There's no need to bring it to the camera if you. Oh
no, she has it.
I said anything for the stream, anything for Katie.
Oh, it's so big. Oh no!
Hold on,
No!
hold on. Let me switch the camera view.
I don't like it.
What?
I don't like
Oh, cute!
it. Like it.
Oh, it's a little beetle.
It's so big. Okay, get it away.
Okay, now I'm done. Oh, don't worry, I'll flush it down the toilet. That is my now apparently week of stream. Can't wait for next week.
Listen, I
appreciate the content.
I don't like bugs.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I mean, we've talked extensively about what you're afraid of in this show, and I'm like, I don't know, it's kind of cool. A bug comes across my path, and I can't immediately kill it. It's a problem.
Oh no!
It was so big.
Deej has some good advice for you. Don't flush it. If it can swim, it will come back later when someone's sitting on the pot.
Oh, too late. Too late. Did you crush it?
Oh, I flushed it.
You just flushed it? What if it can?
I read that comment like 5 seconds too late.
You really did. All right.
Oh gosh.
Well, we're not going to be using the downstairs bathroom for a week.
Make sure it drowned. Oh, you know who you really could have used in that moment? You could have used Aang's fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just zap.
Yeah. All right. I don't know where we were at, what we were doing.
We had just finished your recap.
Fantastic. Wonderful.
So we might as well just jump into it.
Let's go.
Oh gosh. So this I'm still stuck on the bug. Bad, Deej, bad. You gotta be quicker than that. Yeah, so the beginning of the episode, we get to see Aang training with Zuko. We get to see that move, which I have like burned into my brain as a kid. I don't know why that's a core memory, but it is. And then we find out that, he's kind of just gonna face the Fire Lord after the comet. No big deal, right? Dun dun dun.
Whoa. You've glossed over some things because there's a whole beach party.
Oh, there is a beach party. I just was tying the strings together. We will be discussing the beach party.
And then, like, Zuko attacks Aang.
Yes. Again.
Yeah.
Yes. So this whole like sequence where they go to the beach, they're relaxed and stuff. Zuko's like, "You idiots, come on." And then he's like, "Wait, you're gonna wait?" Like, it's a classic miscommunication, and as someone who works in communication, I can say it's funny to see others having that as well.
Do you think that they
'Cause,
didn't tell Zuko because they just weren't sure if they could trust him yet? Or do you think it's like an oversight?
Ooh, that's a good question. I feel like it'd be more of an oversight. Like maybe initially they withheld that information after like the Day of Black Sun when they were walking to the air temple. They were like, okay, so now we're just gonna wait until you've found a master and blah 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 blah.
Mhm.
So I can see that. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's just like more of an oversight. But then
Mhm.
again, like I think people kind of like grew to trust Zuko at different times.
Mhm.
And so maybe they just didn't have enough time to like really talk to him about it and everything
Mhm.
like that. But
Yeah. I could see them just like accidentally forgetting to not talk to him about it. I mean, he's been busy. He's been trying to train him, which this is such a funny picture to me. It's like seasons 1 and 2, Zuko would have killed to have been in this position. Literally. Meanwhile, Mo was like, "You good, bro? Deja vu, you good?" I love their dynamic. I'm so happy they have it. And it does still show like they're working together, but they're keeping their personalities,
Mhm.
which with the beach is a very good example of that. You get to see them interacting in a non like mentor mentee way per se. They're just like they're just being kids until Zuko shows up.
Yeah.
But this also I love this scene. It's like, oh, it's Suki.
Wow.
Oh, and I'd be remiss if I didn't say Ba Sing Se,
Mhm.
girl, from losing Appa to that.
I was gonna say, yeah, like she works on her sand bending so that, you know,
She took it
they'll
very
never
seriously.
yeah, like she just which like is kind of I think like sad and sweet at the same time because she was still
Mhm.
so beat up and like blames herself for everything that happened to Appa. And
Mhm.
so then she just like trains and everything like that. And can you imagine like how well she can also see now? And
Oh my gosh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, she's a boss. I wonder if she ever
Mhm.
had a one-on-one with Appa. And it's just like, I'm so sorry. And he's just like, blah, blah. Like that, and then they were good.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's exactly how it went.
We get to see the display of her bending, and we get to see Katara enjoying her bending, which I'm jealous of. I want to water bend my way through a surfing contest. Like, that'd be so cool. Sad. I can't ever bend. And even like Sokka and Suki are in on the fun. And then Zuko just decides to be like, you know what? Violence. Violence is the answer.
I think he just likes to be dramatic, you know?
Oh, he so does. I mean,
Mhm.
this isn't a screen grab from anyone who isn't dramatic. Setting your own house on fire.
Mhm.
Which I enjoyed the animation of this. Since it's been 3 years since we did season 1, it's a little tricky to compare, but compared to the battle scenes in book 1 to now, this just felt so fluid.
Mhm.
It's almost like it could have been a one shot.
Oh, yeah. And I think also, like, just everybody's, like, confidence in their bending has also just improved. So I think that
Mhm.
that's kind of, like, adding to the fluidness of the scene, and I think each attack that Zuko makes, you're kind of like, "Oh, he's really trying to hurt Aang again." Like, he's not holding
Yeah.
back.
Exactly, because I
And
was wondering your opinion on that is do you think there's a difference between the not holding back and wanting to hurt Aang?
I think it's almost like Zuko knows how much he can kinda, like, throw at Aang and how much Aang would be able to, like, handle and stuff like that,
Okay.
and 'cause, like, this isn't the same Aang that, he's fought before where he really only knew airbending, like, he's
Mm.
pretty well mastered water by now, he's done pretty well in, like, earth bending, and those come with, like, different techniques and different mindsets and, holding your ground, and then also just, like, the ferocity of what he knows about firebending and everything like that,
Mhm,
so, I think that Zuko just knows that he's a strong bender at this point, and so he can
mhm.
just go for it.
The way I was thinking about it, this morning on my drive back from work, because that's literally all I do on Mondays, is I re-listen to the episode we're talking about, and I just, like, sit
Mhm.
there driving through the woods like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, oh dear, yeah." Like, that's my day. But it reminded me of oh my gosh.
I was gonna say, Katie, please look at the comments.
Oh my god.
I don't know who this is.
Who did this? My
But you're
parents
my
must
new
have are
favorite
Marcus
person.
Aurelius and Deej.
I don't know. I don't know. I love it though.
Time Prophet is probably so confused right now. Bogus. Whoever you are, bravo. It's not me. Your model's not finished, Time Prophet. Well, I need you to stop and make a statue of this bug that has come back to life. Marcus really says not me, so maybe it is the bug.
It could be the bug.
He went through
I
the
don't
sewer
know.
system, found a computer, started a YouTube channel, and then
This
saw.
I don't know. It could if it's not Brie, I don't know who it is. But again, thank you for this. This might be the single best thing that's ever happened on this stream.
I
We've
think
had
it
some
is.
amazing moments.
Oh, if we did a clip show, that would start it out because that is the greatest. Oh, bless your soul. I died for all the sins y'all commit by stomping on those poor innocent bugs. This I need Beetlebug to know you are single-handedly getting me through the rest of my week. Just from that. Holy cow. Bravo. What were we even talking
I
about?
don't know, man. It doesn't even matter now.
We could end the stream right now. I'd be
I was just say
happy.
nothing we say or do is gonna top this. So
We've been forgiven. What a benevolent Beetlebug.
yeah.
Oh, I'm dead. It's great.
Just like that beetle.
Ah, 3 flushes and he comes back from the dead.
No.
I need to go to church. Oh, even me, I wanted to eat you. For anyone who's tuning in for the first time, by the way, because
I'm so
we're up
sorry.
to 10 viewers, so there's a lot of people in the room. Maybe it's like the disciples of Beetlebug. You have found this stream at the right time, let me tell you that.
All right.
Oh gosh, okay.
All right,
Well,
where were we?
fire, hurting and maiming Aang.
Yep.
Yay.
Mm,
Yeah,
I
no,
think that sums up the entire, finale, really.
well,
Our
exactly.
week here's done.
Well, it reminds me of like, you ever have these moments where someone's just being so, like, they aren't thinking, they're being so stupid, like, just that you want to just like slap them into reality, sort of a thing.
Mhm.
Like, not hurt them a lot, just like make it sting a little. I feel like that's what Zuko's trying to do. He's being the big brother, being like, get it together.
Well, that, and it's like, I think Zuko has really only experienced like the serious side of the group, where they are like very,
Mhm.
This is what we need to do because the stakes are really high. And now they're just like, it's not like they're really motivated. Like, it's just like, oh, like, we don't really have this time crunch anymore. Let's just like relax. So I don't really think that he's witnessed relaxing,
Mhm.
like everybody.
Yeah.
And like he can't relax, let's be real. Like he can't do it.
No,
And
not at
so
Are you reading the comments?
I think no, I'm not.
Sorry, I thought that was why you were chuckling.
No.
Finish your thought, then we'll get to the. Oh my god, he's the greatest beetle. I disagree. Herbie fully loaded is the greatest beetle. I want a panda. This is the kind of energy that it takes and the brain power it takes to solve world problems. And I think we could, guys.
Yeah.
Beetlebug could bring the world together. Help. Across the world, our viewers are gasping for air laughing.
Hopefully.
Yeah. But what were you saying Zuko-wise?
Zuko-wise, like he hasn't really experienced, I think, the fun and relaxed side of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that he felt like nobody really was listening to him. And so he just needed to do something drastic, and that's what he did.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I mean, if Sokka shows up without a shirt, it's like, oh, this is a different vibe than I'm used to with you guys.
Mhm.
So, which also just the beach party in general. The last time Zuko was on a beach, he had a whole
The vibes are different
emo
here,
break.
for sure.
Yeah. He had a mental quandary, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is definitely way different vibe. Poor Rapunzel. Thanks for settling in. It's yeah, it's been a weird one and I love it. So just to get you up for speed. Rapunzel, you don't know what you entered buckets. I can't even my brain.
It's so derailed right now. I don't know if we're ever gonna be able to get back on track here.
This is like the most derailed. 3 years. This is the most derailed I've ever been. Oh, Jesus. It does more sense. Oh my gosh. That's not how this works, but I support you. I'm sorry, this is gonna become a buggus. I literally, my ribs hurt. Okay, so Okay, I'm gonna cold jump into the next topic. Who is gonna bring up.
Fantastic. Wonderful.
Good gosh. The group hug. The nice, happy, okay, we can do this together group hug. I love this wholesome moment. This is the full circle kind of everyone forgives Zuko come together moment that I feel like was needed right before a big battle.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's nice, like story wise, if anyone just picked it up and they missed the past few episodes, they understand that it's solidified now. He's a part of the gang. Even Appa and Momo are getting in on the dog pile. So it was a little scene. I'm done. Goodbye, everyone. I need you to write for SNL, friend. You could save that show. Speaking of saving, I'm saving this stream for forever if I ever have a bad day.
I'm texting Brianna right now and seeing if this is her.
It's one of you folks. Golly. Whoever you are, we don't pay you enough. We need to help out Beetlebug. If we say 3 times, will he show up?
He already showed up as the problem.
Yeah. He'll start crawling across the
I
street.
don't need him to come back. He can just stay in the comments.
You just see a beetle start to crawl across your headset. It's like, oh well, Brandi died. And the house is now burning down.
Almost finished the stream.
There you go. Oh, Pete Davidson, if he read this chat, I feel like he'd also enjoy it. Gosh, where were we even going? Lightning. There we go. The lightning bending. So finally, they're getting their act together. They're like, okay, we're gonna do Peter Davison. Oh, now we switched to Doctor Who. This is Test Katie's ADHD day, isn't it? The 16th Doctor. Oh, I'm so sorry, Brandi. It's
Bugs Life.
Oh my word. I am so sorry. This is gonna be a long stream for all the right reasons.
I'm so glad we decided to split this up here.
Yeah. Oh, if we were going through all 4 episodes, we'd be up until midnight, and we'd have enough probably comments to go and make a movie at this point. But yeah, I love how even though it's a very like we're training, we're back to intensity, we're teaching you all this stuff so you can take on the Fire Lord. Aang still is just kind of like, okay, cool, I'm learning how to redirect and this and this and this, and we don't really start to see him get stressed out until he realizes I have to kill him. What? Why does everyone expect I'm going to kill him?
What I love is that I don't really love it, but like I think it's interesting that everybody's like, yep, that's just like what you're gonna have to do.
Yeah, and everyone was so chill with it.
Yeah, well, like you as a kid, you're also just like watching this, and you're just like, yep, like he's gonna stop him, and you never really like think about like what that looks like. And I think a lot of shows, like a lot of times, like they're going to defeat the bad guy, and then like the bad guy just like gets like power dampening cuffs like slapped on him, and you're just like, yep, that's
exactly.
And you're just like, oh, wait, it doesn't work in this universe. And so yeah, like once again, like Avatar just gets really grown up really fast, and you're just like, oh no.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, and the fact that now there's so many different ways he could, just like you could shock him with lightning, you could burn him, you could suffocate him, you could do all this stuff. And I think when they're fighting Melon Lord, my brain kind of short circuited. I was like, of all the options you have, you're gonna go for bash him over the head with a stick? Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Buggus, we love you. We absolutely love you. You could bring about world peace, I think. You could have stopped the Fire Lord without violence. 100%.
Beetlebug is who I'm voting for this November.
Oh my gosh. You go through the election results and there's like 8 write-ins for Beetlebug. And yes, Time Prophet, I am doing my Leia cosplay. Brandi mentioned it before the stream. Oh, we are bugs. Oh, glorious. The bugs would be having a field day with Melon Lord, by the way. That open head and the heat of Ember Island. Yeah, 100%. We're back up to 10 viewers. Every time Beetlebug arrives, we gain like 3 or 4 viewers. So I think he has a following now.
Yeah, a whole, colony of bugs.
His prophets are following. Finally a good choice in an election. Exactly. Beetlebug is a bug of the people. He showed up at your house to talk to you. We're up to 11. Okay, so it is true. Every time we say Beetlebug 3 times, we spawn a new viewer. Oh, mercy. I don't even remember what happens in the episode. My brain is gone.
So Melon Lord. It's a great
Melon
moment.
Lord. Yes.
It's a good
Melon
moment.
Lord. We get to see Toph living her best life.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
And I was thinking, like, Sokka's giving out like the plans. And so, and then he's like, "Oh, well, you're just gonna be a stand-in for the Fire Lord." And she's like, she just runs with it. But I would think that fighting Toph would be extra hard because she can still like she still has her bending, so she can still just like see everybody's move.
Oh yeah.
Like this seems extra hard.
There's no way they're taking her down on their own.
No. She let
really try.
She let it happen.
Exactly. She's like, I guess you can get close enough. Also, Beetlebug, I promised to run this country correctly. Free crumbs for all. I'm outlawing rape. I need to text my family to start reading the chat because this is phenomenal. When they ask what I'm doing with my life, I'm 27 and talking to Bug Jesus. It's great.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Yes, Melon Lord. It does bring about that conversation though later on that hits way too deep for a kid's show. Like if you're thinking about it, when they bring up the Fire Lord, his baby picture, and like that isn't me, that's my father. It's like, oh snap! They're bringing up the everyone starts out all innocent sort of thing. No one's born evil. It's Nickelodeon at 6 p.m. I finish up a whole day at school. I need to think about this.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, and then like it humanizes somebody who has just been like almost like this big monster this entire time. Like we didn't really get to see his face until very recently. You know, we haven't really interacted with him at all. We get I think we understand like as viewers, he's crazy. He really goes off the deep end in like the last couple of episodes here.
He's off a cliff. It's not even the deep end, it's the ocean.
And so like just like how this moment, and because I think up until this point, like you're like, yeah, like Aiden's struggling, what to do. But I think as a viewer, again, like you're just like, slap some cuffs on, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
And I think that this gives it a moment and like pulls it back and really like helps you think of the way Aang is thinking about it.
Yeah, it does. Like he sees the good in people. He always has, like with Zuko and the Blue Spirit, all the way back in book 1. It's like, yeah, this, and you can see it kind of on their faces too. They have that sense, Suki and Qatar, they have that sense of, oh, really? Like you think he's just born a monster? Like who is it? Who just popped out of the womb the way they are? Oh, there's I cannot remember. I've had this conversation before with a couple of friends. Like a person who like you cannot imagine was anything other than this at any point in time. I'll remember. I'll just like scream it out in the middle of my show tomorrow morning. I'll just be like, "This is gonna Bacula." I don't know. But yeah, this hits deep for a kid's show.
It is.
And it's an important lesson. Like, I feel the kids who grew up with this and who learned from Aang got to see, you know, there are people who solve things with violence. There are people who say that, you know, violence can be a good thing to solve a problem. And then there's Aang who's like, I will not waver in this. I need to find another way. And so it gets the brain thinking in a way that kids should be thinking.
Yeah, but also like taking it, I think even a step further is, again, like, and Ozai isn't directly responsible for it, but you know, Sozin was the one that literally wiped out Aang's entire people and culture, and so I think, you know, as viewers, you can be like, yeah, he is justified in you know, just you know, ending Ozai and you know, almost kind of like taking his revenge and kind of like what Katara was struggling with in the previous episode. You know, like he almost like has a right to it. And so even then, like he's just, well, no, I want to do that. And then I think what's also really great is that Aang, you know, this whole series is about him understanding or coming to terms with him being the Avatar and like sacrificing his own like personal identity to be the Avatar. And here we are in, you know, the final minutes of this whole series, and we're coming straight back to that where he doesn't want to sacrifice who he is in order to be the Avatar, and so he's like trying to find that balance.
Exactly. Yeah, and to have Aang stick to his guns so much, like another core memory, like as a kid, one of the speech that sticks out, he's like, one of you can tell me how to defeat the Fire Lord without taking his life, I'd love to hear it. And like that, the pain in his voice, I'm like, you're a child voice actor and you have that down. What trauma have you seen? Like it resonated. Also, I need to ask Buggus, would you forgive Aang if he killed the Fire Lord? I need to know if he'd get Buggus's permission. I need to know. Oh, what is my life? But yes. So we get to see them start talking about, okay, Aang storms off. He's like, how am I going to do this? And then we get to see him do what I do. Yeah, y'all got my vote. Okay. So, also new bio child. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be an amazing chat to go back and re-listen or rewatch. But I do the same thing with my cats. Like I don't know if I learned it from Avatar, or if it's just like a natural thing where it's like if I need to just sit down and clear my head, I'll just sit and pet the cats, and it's calming. Momo's doing a good job with it, and oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh. I can't decide if I love it or if I'm extremely disappointed.
It's just got interesting.
All right, so I think at some point we have to have, because if Bug Jesus is running for president, that means Bug Devil also has to run for president, and I think we need a presidential debate.
Yes. Wait, okay. Specify corruption. Bogus.
Oh no, they love each other. Well, Jesus, Bug.
I need to know. Is this the same person, or do we have two people now?
I think we have two. Listen, I'm building up an entire storyline in my head, and these are two people. These are two people.
You aren't so bad. Okay, it's good to see you all are getting along.
Of course, Bug Jesus.
Randy, I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do either. I don't know what to do. This isn't.
They didn't teach me this.
We didn't learn this in school.
They can run on the same ticket. I think this channel has bugs. We should link up sometime and make some SoundCloud music. At this point, why is Aang even on the screen? I'm gonna joke. Okay. I need to show Jill and Char this, by the way. This has Good Omens vibes written all over it. They want Beetle Ringo. Okay. Ringo wasn't even the best of the Beetle. You don't want to start a holy war time, Prophet. Don't do it. Oh gosh. Okay. Yes. Phoenix King. Okay. We'll do. What is going on here? Deej, I need to know. In the garden under moonlit skies, tiny creatures with their wings they rise. Sure. In the gentle breeze, their own saying, if only we could see. It ain't much, but all I ask.
They're hyping each other up.
I'm here for you. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. I could see this actually being like a actual skit on SNL. I'm not like, this is genuinely hilarious, and I love you guys. You even got Ozai to smile, y'all. Like that uniting people through bugs. Beetle's favorite car is Bugatti. Time Prophet. Are you like one of their prophets now? Are you a bug prophet? Oh gosh. But yeah, this reveal. We're gonna get this in. We're gonna at least finish one episode this stream.
Let's go.
Phoenix King. This caught me completely off guard as a kid. I didn't think he'd be anything other than Fire Lord. And so to have him go extra crazy, this really does reinforce like the maniac side of him.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I mean, I feel like he's like a wannabe theater kid, and this is just him. This is just him,
He's being dramatic.
Finally having his moment.
Yeah.
This is like, and I can say this because I'm a second child, this is such a second child move to make. Like, just overly dramatic. It's my time to shine.
I will be. Definitely. Yeah. Oh my gosh, there's so many comments, Brandi.
Oh gosh.
I was thinking of having Matt Damon play me in my upcoming bio. But I could maybe see Chris Pratt play me really like Pratt in that Mario movie. But Buggus has seen the Mario movie. Tom Cruise could play Beetle as he is really short. I actually think that Bug Devil is the lesser of two weevils. I'm having Carrot Top play me. I like the red hair. That is a good choice, Buggus. I respect that. Oh
I think they're here to stay, you know?
I think they are. I think we have bugs now, and I'm bad. Why did the carrion beetle cross the road to get to the dead chicken? Savage. Okay, I only have one other thing that I really want to talk about, and then we'll cover anything that I missed. I'm sure there's a lot. My brain is not in it tonight. But this look from Azula, it's subtle. It's on the screen for a few seconds, but it shows that even she's like, what? Like,
she's like, you have gone completely mad.
Exactly. Like the tightened eyebrows, the slight sloping up of the face. Like that's not a I'm gonna be king or like queen. That's a are you okay? sort of look. I know, because
Well,
I've gotten that from many coworkers.
I think it's that, but also like Azula is going through a lot right now. Like she feels like she can't really like nobody really trusts her. She can't trust anybody. You know, everybody's kind of leaving her behind. And she kind of has that moment, you know, I think she even's like, you can't leave me behind. You can't treat me like Zuko. And she has like, you know, it's like the beginning of a breakdown. Yes. I think she's in it right now, but this is like her like truly showing it. And so for him to like reveal this Phoenix Keen idea and not even have her know ahead of time, like he kept her in the dark. And so I think that that's kind of like what it is. Like in this moment, she's having another moment where she's just like, okay, my friends left me. You know, my own father doesn't even trust me with something major like this. Like, what?
Trying to unravel.
Yeah.
They just pulled one of the strings.
Definitely.
She has a full-on breakdown. Like, if you would have told me as a kid at the Ember Island Players, you're gonna have sympathy for Azula, I would have been like, what? Huh? Like that cat meme, huh? But now it's like, oh gosh, she really is in pain. Like she's starting to really have questions about like some important things. Also, oh my gosh, this is incredible. We've always been here, guys. You're just now realizing that you guys haven't swept in a while. I got my scuba gear. I will be back. I have to go sewer pipe surfing. I see a pipe going upstairs. Just don't go to the light, bogus. That's not the pearly gate. It might be the toilet seat opening, though. I'm not ready to lose you, bogus. Like how I lost my main trick to a stink bug.
The lore that's developing in front of us, Katie.
Oh my gosh, you guys are single-handedly writing a full like 5 seasons for Adult Swim. Okay, well, we got through the first episode. Is there anything I missed, Brandi, that we should talk about before Buggus and Bogus get
and yeah, like Aang, you know, kind of like wakes up from sleep, sees like this island, like it's like he's not even, you know, awake, like he just goes. And so you kind of like this episode, I think even the way that like the music is, you're just like, what's about to happen?
Yeah. The yeah. Yeah. Actually, so, I wrote a note. Where'd it go? Yeah, there we go. The music was my note for this. They killed it with the soundtrack.
They did.
I keep myself because the guy who like the composer for the soundtrack was at San Diego Comic-Con and he was signing vinyl albums of the season 1 or the book 1 soundtrack at the Nickelodeon booth, but you had to get tickets and they didn't see they had tickets for it, and so I didn't get it on. I'm very sad, just like Beetlebug is very sad that Sherry left.
You know, that is sad.
But yeah, as a kid I was so confused. I'm like, where'd that island come from? Where's Aang going? I knew it had something with spirits, probably. But yeah. wasn't fully prepared for that, to what's to come. Uh, Queen's best song was "Weevil Weevil Rock You." What does Frankie the Stink Bug have to offer that I can't?
Oh, oh, the Bug Jesus is going through it right
Bogus,
now.
go hug Buggus. Just give me a hug. Unite the bug nations for peace. Oh, there we go. That was it. I have one image that's been on my computer for, I want to say, the better part of like 5 months. I found it in one of my fan art searches. And I don't even think it's from this episode. I don't know what episodes it's actually from anymore, but it's made me laugh every day. And so I have to share it real quick before we switch to the next episode.
Kate, what?
Oh, weren't expecting that now, were you?
No, I wasn't. I didn't expect the beetle. I didn't expect this.
This is how you start an existential crisis. I just want to say that. This is the starter pack. But yeah, no, I saw this. I was like, I don't even. Who made this?
I don't know.
So yeah, I figure it's a weird enough stream. I might as well show that now because I
Yeah.
seem to remember it was from part 1, but heck if I know anymore. Brandi has aerodynamics. It's true.
I really do.
Queen's second greatest song, I Want to Break Leaves. Oh, I don't remember that from the Super Bowl last night. Holy cow. This chat, you guys are incredible, by the way. Oh, freaking love you guys. In the meantime, do you have the theories broken down by like parts, or do you?
Let me see.
So that is totally up to you. I
think I do.
time. Get these up. There's like a million pictures. But yay.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, so I do kind of.
All right.
So it's not so much a theory, just kind of like, I think, a headcanon for me. So like the war meeting, that they discuss what they're going to do during the Comet and everything like that. Zuko says something like, as long as the people of the Earth Kingdom have their hope, then they'll always, fight or rebel and everything like that. And so, and then, Ozai creates like this plan of what he's going to do during the Comet and everything like that. And it's Zuko's time in the Earth Kingdom that makes him realize that, the war isn't as great as the propaganda makes it out to be, but it like humanizes the other people from the other elements. And so it's like, that time that he spent among everybody that really solidifies like his decision that, he doesn't want to be where he's at. And that is all because of Ozai. Not only because he banished him, obviously, but because Ozai, instead of just allowing Zuko to continue to be banished and everything like that, like Ozai was then like, no, we need to like take care of him because he's causing a problem. Like he's an embarrassment or whatever. And so sending Azula out to like go capture him and everything. And then like Zuko losing his ship and everything like that. Like if like first season Zuko, yeah, he'd been banished for a while and everything. But it's like that time where you got to like see the faces and everything like that. So not a theory, but a headcanon. We've probably discussed it. But I think a lot of times we always kind of think that it's Iroh that causes like this change and this shift. But
Well,
know.
if you look back to Zuko alone and you see like the cycle continues. If you go to war with someone and you kill someone that they love, you're going to create another generation that hates you. And it's just going to continue to be war after war after war. That's not how you win, because you'll never win. There's always going to be people who are after you. So that's why you go for peace. And oh gosh, I must be tired. I just lisped. That's weird. You go for peace. And yeah, no, that definitely was because he realized that in his own adventures away from the Fire Nation, which Azula didn't get that opportunity. Like you said, she was with the Fire Nation when she was trying to go and get Zuko.
Yeah. And also, like, so Zuko gets banished because in a war meeting, they were talking about sending, like, new recruits to, like, the front lines. And Zuko, like, talks out because he's like, oh, those are our people. Like, you know, they love our nation and everything like that. And that's why he gets banished. And so now, here, they're not even talking about, you know, their own people. They're talking about somebody complete, you know, a separate group entirely. And Zuko is like, he obviously has to like hold his tongue because he's a little bit more able to see how events will play out, and I think he's able to strategize better.
Yes.
But like it's the same situation that banished him. Is in the same situation is what causes him to be like, this isn't right. Like, I should just leave. Like, there's no hope for these people.
Yeah, exactly. He sees the light that they clearly will never see. And yeah, this meeting, I'm glad it happened because it seemed like it was the 13th reason why Zuko left.
Yeah.
It's like, this is my
really
13th reason, Dad. Yeah.
Really
also, Bogus is upstairs now and says someone needs to clean the pipes. And Bogus says we should call Chris Pratt since he had to undergo intense plumber's training in the Mario movie. Do you think there's a hot bug on the hot tin roof?
I don't even know what's happening anymore, guys. Like, I can't even get through all of my thoughts. I'm just like,
we could be curing cancer with this. Like, instead of brain powers.
All right.
Yeah, great theory.
So the next theory is that Ozai knows Azula is slipping. And that's why and that's why he doesn't bring her along, because she's a liability. And so I think he kind of like was thinking on his feet and was like, I need to leave this chick here. And so he was like he was already planning on becoming the Phoenix King, obviously, but I don't think he was willing to like make Azula the Fire Lord just yet. And so he was just kind of like, okay, what can get her to stay here? Because if she comes along, like, she's gonna mess something up. Like, he's almost starting to see her and think of her as the way that he does Zuko, because he can just tell that she's off.
She's a liability.
And exactly. And so that's why he's like, okay, you just become Fire Lord, because it's like, you know, it almost shows that like Ozai doesn't even really care about his own people as well.
Yeah.
Like, he's just like
the way that I'm picturing this in my brain is me when I would do school projects and I'd be paired up with someone. I'd be like, I kind of want to just do this on my own, so I'm gonna give you this little piece of the project that seems super important, but it really isn't.
Yeah.
Yep, I like that. Yeah, he's because he's been around her long enough that maybe he also realizes like, oh, she's a little like. Do you think he would realize that she could be a threat to him, or does he think that?
I don't think he thinks that she's a threat, but like, something's just off. And so like maybe he's in hopes of like giving, you know, the title of Fire Lord to her, that it'll kind of like bring her back or something like that. But
Yeah,
I think you could just see that she's just on the verge of crumbling.
definitely. Sweet. Have you been looking?
I just look
peeking over
over and
the
it says
comic
diners,
section?
drive-ins, and bugs. What's
Hot Bug Time Machine. Blue Beetle was an awful movie. Don't care about what any bug says. Bug Wars. One flew over the bug's nest. Then Rapunzel's in here with the chat saying, Zuko alone also realized they can't hammer worth a flip, so he won't be able to rebuild the world even if the Fire Nation destroys it. He must stop the destruction beforehand.
Yes.
Star Wars Return of the Bug Eye. The Last Bug. Popularity contrary belief. Bugs hate tin roofs and deeply prefer corrugated steel roofs. Monty Python and the Boogie Grail. Oh my gosh, Diners, Drives, and Bugs. This writes itself, guys.
It really does.
You
Like
are
we're not doing anything. We're just sitting here filling time while the chat populates itself.
spectacular. And I appreciate it because for the second episode, it is very cut and dry. Like it's very like this happened, this happened, this happened. So
Mhm.
the narrative's very straightforward. This one, I feel like it has more nooks and crannies to dig into for part
Yeah.
one, or burrow into for my bug fellow friends. Were there any other theories?
No, not for this episode.
Harry Potter and the Chamber of Bugs.
Mhm.
I think Brandy would actually like just implode. He'd just be and that'd be some form of torture. So
Mhm.
yeah. Woo! We're done with part one. Shall we go to part two?
Let's do it.
Because the gang realizes very quickly that, oh snap, Aang isn't here.
They don't quickly realize it. No, they pack up
But-
Appa. They're getting ready to leave, and then Toph is like, "Hey guys,
Wait,
I think we're
where'd he
forgetting someone."
go? Yeah. Which also, I feel like she would have been able to be like, okay, he's not on the island. Sort of a thing. Maybe the sand still is
But they don't
disrupting her
call him
lungs.
Twinkle Toes for no reason.
True, he's just flying. Yeah, that could be. But we do get to see an amazing little I get to go call Zuko.
Yeah.
And just that face.
He's like, "Excuse me?"
Like, I didn't realize I was someone that they want. What? Huh?
Yeah.
It's in her enthusiasm. The Aang's missing. They're about to take on Fire Lord. She just wants to partner up with Zuko.
Yeah, she just wants to have a fun story.
I can't blame her. She tried to have a story on Ember Island, but nah. She had her moment, but now she wants her adventure, and
Mhm.
alas, it will not happen. I would love to see that expanded on, and like if they did adult tales of Avatar, not that kind, but like grown up Avatar experiences and stuff. So yeah, that'd be fun. And then Zuko comes in clutches like, you know what? Let's go and find the person who can find Aang, which gives us this lovely turn of events. That actually isn't even the screenshot I was going for, but I do love it so much.
I love how Toph is unbothered.
Yeah, she's like, dude, I'm a pro like fighter. I smell worse on a daily basis. No worries. But we do get to see June again.
Yes.
Which I forgot. I completely forgot about this.
Mhm.
This whole they had the scent thing. Whoop, out of the brain.
Well, like she's really the last person in like the entire series, because I think they do like a lot of callbacks. So like everybody comes back for the Day Black Sun, and then we even have callbacks to the Seenie Nomads and the pirates,
Yeah.
and so she really was one of the last people to just come back and be like, oh, yep.
Well, that, and I also appreciate that they were thinking like an internet troll. They're like, okay, so if we don't they've got to exhaust every option to find him. And they're like, oh yeah, June, she was still here. Yeah, let's bring her in.
Oh, I like that idea.
Like that's how you write TV shows too, is you think like someone who would try to poke as many holes in it as possible.
Yeah.
Looking at you, Star Trek, think it through. And Twisters. Twisters is about to be slain with a million meteorological katanas. But
I saw the trailer for that and I was like, I can't wait for Katie to start talking about this.
Katie chooses violence. No surprise there. But yeah, and when it does come up like Aang's not even on this earth. Like if he was dead, we'd find him. Which holy smeller, that's a really good nose on that animal. But I like that they pivot to, okay, well, who's the only other person who could take care of Iroh, or of the Fire Lord, Iroh? Like it makes logical sense, and a lot of shows don't think that through. They're just like, oh, I have a plot idea, and this is what we're gonna do. It's like it seems like they almost actually built the plot one step at a time instead of starting with the end and building backwards.
Yeah. Well, like that, and I think they're also just like completely confused. Like, I don't wonder if they think that not Ozai, but Iroh will like have an idea of what's going on with the Avatar because he is like very spiritual and stuff like that. So yeah, they're like, he's the only person that can defeat the Fire Lord. But maybe has an idea of where Aang's at. Did you look at the chat?
Oh no, I missed the chat. What's happening?
No, there's a lot.
You guys remember that beetle bug that ate the Krabby Patty in SpongeBob? Yeah, that's my homeboy Kyle. He made it big time. Still gets royalties from that episode. Talk about a success story. Tosh should have a heightened sense of smell too. Oh, true. Didn't Star Trek end in 2005? Running away with a can of bug spray. Perhaps Iris Tea was a magical potion to make the Fire Nation friendly. No, so we have the Bug Devil, we have the Bug Jesus, and now we have Bug Confessionals, I guess, because I just received a confession from Bug Devil in my private messages. Do I have is there a bug church? Am I as a bug priest not allowed to discuss what is revealed to me? Or can
yeah, no.
What's confidentiality? I I will say it does confirm that Bug Jesus and Bug Devil are different people.
Fantastic.
Wait, you know the identity of Bogus? I do. I do.
Wow.
Bogus, it's your turn if you wish to confess. I don't know why I'm asking. Yeah, Katie will know. Okay, so that's like an underlying bug thread of Katie will know and no one else will. So I ain't touching that. I don't need Bogus on me or Bogus on me either. Don't break bug confidentiality. That trust can never be restored.
It's legally binding as well.
Yes. Yes. I don't want to have like an earwig come up to me and be like, here's a cease and desist. Oh gosh. I heard those Junebug judges are really harsh on humans. Freaking heck. I don't even know where this all went. Somehow all of the images disappeared. Hold on.
And that's what happens when you even think about breaking bug confidentiality.
He's in my system. Hold on a second. Let me just expand all. Expand. This isn't working. I'm going through individually through like 40 pictures. Oh, in the meantime, Brandi, any thoughts on this episode?
I really like this episode.
Okay.
Yeah, because I watched them all together. But this is the episode where like Aang talks to the past avatars, right?
Yes, yes, it is.
Okay. Yeah. And
There we go.
I really like hearing, because a lot of times we hear, from Roku primarily. So then, to hear like the way that Kyoshi thinks about it, the way that Kirik thinks, and then Yen Chen. I don't know. I just really like it because through all of their experiences and the way that they think of, being the avatar, and then obviously, when they were the avatar, the world was a much different place, but they all pretty much have the same thing to say. And they kind of,
Sorry, I got another confession.
no, oh no, you're all right. But it's just like, I think it's
Go on.
like the next avatar that he talks to, you're kind of like, okay, yeah, they will offer him something different. And obviously, we all know Kyoshi wasn't going to, but you were like, oh wow, Kirik, like we didn't even know Kirik, was a thing. So it was like, okay, well, what does he have to say? And then Aang has this idea, oh well, I need to talk to another airbender,
Yes.
Another air nomad avatar. And I think that in that moment of the episode, you kind of have this moment of where you're like, okay, yes, like they're gonna offer him something different and like this loophole, or like they're just gonna give something, and this is how it's gonna get solved. And Yen Chen is just like, you're a very gentle spirit, and all this stuff, and like I think you also like see this excitement in Aang's eye just to like talk to another air nomad, which I think is very sweet. And Yen Chen is just kind of like, you almost can't be an air nomad and an avatar at the same time. Like you just have to be the avatar, and because that's like what the world needs. And I think she's very somber with the way that she delivers it, and it's just kind of like, this is just what it has to do. And like I think she has a very like strong sense of duty, which is the same as Kyoshi, but Kyoshi comes at it like an earthbender.
Yes.
And so Yen Chen has that same sense of duty, but she comes at it softer. And I think that, after she like talks to Aang and she like, disappears slowly, again, you're like, oh, like this is the solution. Aang's just gonna come to grips with it. So yeah, I know everyone is gonna start laughing about that.
Well, I do love the idea that Yang Chen actually understands where he's coming from. Because Earth Kingdom, you're taught, like, you do not move, you're the immovable object. And you have poor Roku, he's just like and Guruk is like and so really we got the gals holding the line down for this one. But
well, and I think like the guys, they both come at it from a sense of regret.
Yes,
like
they do.
If Aang doesn't do this, he'll regret it.
They don't want to see that happen again.
Yeah, and they're just like, you have to be more active. Like the world just doesn't fix itself. You have to be more active. And Kyoshi was very active, and she was very just like, I'm the avatar and you gotta deal with it.
Yeah.
Yen Chen was kind of the same way, but she had these understandings of what it was to be an airbender and everything like that, and so it was just it was just softer.
Definitely. Yeah, the way that they play this out, they show the four nations, they show the four mentalities, and it steps beautifully through some lore and Avatar that you just wouldn't expect them to introduce this late in the show. And it's just really cool to see. Holy crap. I just keep seeing the chat fly by the way, out of the corner of my eye. Hold on. There, we gotta go all the way back. So there's Bug Omens. Sin not ye, Katie. Where are the bug benders? Forget the force, may the bugs be with you. There we go. Kuruk's backstory is it Kuruk?
I think it's Keurig.
Keurig?
I could be saying it wrong, but Keurig?
Heck if I know.
I don't know.
Avatar K. He did a good backstory that ties back into season 1. Like, it's not just lore dumping for the sake of lore dumping. Kyoshi's lore has shown up before, so has Roku's, and now we have Keurig, who's tied to Ko the Face Stealer.
Mhm.
They thought this through. They're brilliant. Also, I want a bug bender. That way all the buggy friends can be happy and fight crime. Well, God, kind of like what Aquaman does with fish, but with bugs. Oh, gosh. They all be bent. Bug bender is a bender who bends bugs, LOL. Leave it to the girlies. Buggy, and the Jets. Katie, hypothetical question. If we see a bug on Brandy's wall, do we keep it quiet or let you know? Maybe you know, I feel like we should let her know. Just we say double-digit viewers. Yes, every time we say Beetlebug, you end up getting like 1 extra viewer. So it's just I think it's our most watched stream, by the way, Brandy.
I'm glad it could happen.
I need to put a highlights reel. There we go. It just went up by 1 more viewer again. What is this? What is this? I don't even understand. Oh my gosh. Even Lolo's like, what's going on here? Hi, Lolo, did you want to come over and say hi? No?
The little me?
We'll throw a cat into the mix. Can you say hello? I know you can. You were just yelling at me. You gonna say hi? Say hi to Buggy Jesus.
Nope.
Buggy Devil? No. She does not want any of this. Hi. I love how all the cats are coming in.
The bugs don't like the cat.
Yeah, no. The bugs don't like get the cat off. This is hilarious. Wait, where'd she go? Oh, you can let her in. We're talking with, we got Buggus and Bogus, and it's this whole thing.
It's this whole thing.
Cats eat bugs. Oh, Lolo definitely would. This chat is buggy. Oh, this is just phenomenal. Okay. What were we even doing?
We're just talking about, Aang. And like he doesn't even really know where he's at either, because he could bend, but it's not Earth, and Momo's here, and he's talking to Momo, but Momo can't really talk.
For a Bug Us, like Among Us meme. Gosh, yeah, no, the bugs would definitely be a part of the Avatar world, by the way. You spirits. But yeah, as a kid, I was trying so hard to figure it out. I loved problem solving. I still kind of do, but it's more of a chore than anything else now. It's not fun. But like, not in a million years would I have thought he was on a lion turtle.
Yeah.
We've heard about him throughout the entire series, and then boom, we actually get one. And it wasn't like they were really hyping it up throughout the series. It was hints. It was in the intro.
It was like these little crumbs.
Yes. Oh, and I love it when they do that. You never looked at the new bio drop. Sad Buggus. Where's the bio? Can I see your bio? Sorry, I need to look up the YouTube channel of maybe, or is it on Twitter? We'll find out.
Do they already? I was gonna say, drop us a link.
Yes,
click
drop us
the channel.
Oh, let's see. Rapunzel posted. I joined chat late, but so far we have a Beetlejuice has announced their candidacy for American president, has promoted free crumbs for all. I love that we're getting more people into it. Click onto the channel. Okay, I will I will do that. It won't let me do it on my StreamYard, but I'll do it here. I'm assuming your name is just Beetle spelled with 2 E's, not 2 T's, Katie. Gosh, I want to be on Wheel of Fortune. This isn't going to go well. But okay, there we go. Let me try that. It unfortunately does not recognize you as a human, so well, rightly so apparently. Let me just switch the channels real quick. There we go. Yeah, oh, now you talk. Sorry. I need to see this bio now. There I am. There's Beetlebug. Go to channel. I've died for everyone's sins, and everyone is forgiven for any and all bugs you have killed, except for stink bugs. Frick those guys. They stole my main chick. I am also running for the 2024 U.S. presidential office. I promise to lower the U.S. national debt and to finally outlaw raid. Public enemy number 1,000,000. Also, frick that Kanye West guy and that fool that changed Twitter to X. Like, what are we supposed to do now, Elon? Shake my head. It makes no sense. Go follow Beetlebug. We have created in an hour and 20 minutes and 54 seconds
I know.
some of the greatest content I've seen.
And no one will, the world will never really fully know.
Dude,
It's just
we were up to 12.
wow. Yeah, only like 15 people are gonna know about this.
Nope. It's gonna be
Yep.
phenomenal. I hope the bugs turn over a new leaf. I turned it over, then I ate it. And what do you call a spider with 8 eyes? A spider.
Hey.
What do you call a lion turtle with 2 eyes? It's terrifying.
You think this is terrifying?
Yes. Oh my
I mean-
gosh. If that showed up and like just pulled me out of the ocean, I would be screaming. I'd be like, Aang's way too chill with this.
Well, he knows what they are.
Ah, true.
Like he's like a lion turtle, you know.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, he's like,
Now-
oh, you know.
Question for you.
Mhm.
What lion turtle is this? Because we see in Legend of
I
Korra.
believe it's the fire lion turtle.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
Because I have I'll double check here, but I believe it's a fire.
Because I was trying to go through like the old like the books and stuff that they show in the library and the drawings. It's like there's ones that don't have anything on their backs. There's ones that have
Yeah, so the fire lion turtle taught Aang how to energy bend.
Okay. Huh.
Which it's a spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't watched Korra. But the fire lion turtle is the first one to give Avatar Wan his bending.
Right.
So
Okay.
yeah.
He's like, hello, old friend.
Yes.
Look at how crazy the world has gotten in our time. I do think it's a terrapin. Yes. The lion terrapin just didn't sound right to the Nickelodeon board. They're like, turtle. But what did you make of when you were first watching this, the whole idea of energy bending? Because we didn't have the context of Korra. It was just like, whoa, why does this turtle have powers? Because that was the confusion for me.
Like in this episode, like we don't fully understand what it is that the lion turtle has talked about. Like
Yeah.
I think he does. I think the lion turtle does say like before there was bending, or before the humans learned to bend, we bent the energy inside of them.
Yes.
And then you know they kind of he teaches like how to do it and everything like that. But like you don't like this episode just ends with like this. Yeah, I think it ends right here. And so you don't even really know what this means other than like the energy and inside. And so
you're like, what kind of voodoo magic did you just do, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do remember being like very psyched and just being like
yeah. Like, I do remember thinking like, okay, this is going to be how he gets around it, but I don't know what they're doing. I was a very go with the flow kid watching this finale. Just like,
Mhm.
I'm here for the ride.
Yeah.
As long as they don't kill anyone I like.
Well, that is just like it it takes its time, but there are so many, like, just different things happening that you're just like,
Mm.
"Okay, what's next? Okay, what's next?
Yeah.
Okay, what's next?"
And another, and another. Well, because at the same time we're doing this storyline, which apparently Buggus could do very easily, by the way. Buggus claims to be able to energy bend. I won't test that. But at the same time, we get to see Zuko's redemption arc come
Mhm.
to almost its apex here. And man, if this doesn't hit you right in the feels.
Yeah.
Because he's so vulnerable.
Mhm.
And that's what really stood out to me in this rewatch is that, as a kid, you're like, oh, he's afraid to, if he's mad at him, like the kid would think. But it goes so much deeper than that. Is that he's
Mhm.
afraid he's let him down. He doesn't like, I think at this point too, he also doesn't want to make his uncle feel worse. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm intruding on his space. And just the nuances of what
Uh-huh.
Zuko's all thinking right here. It's a lot.
Well, and I think that, like, Zuko in this moment hasn't really forgiven himself for what he's done.
Not at
And so
all. No.
since he's unable to do that, he's unable to understand how Iroh could do the very same thing.
Mhm.
And so he's just like, he and I think he's also having like this moment where, he brought, dishonor to himself all those years ago and he's done it again. And so why should Iroh, you know, forgive him or anything like that? And also like Iroh left the Fire Nation without knowing what Zuko's done.
Right. Yeah, he doesn't know.
Yeah.
I'm sure he got
So
do you think he got a correspondence maybe from, like, one of the people in the White
yeah,
Lotus in the
like
Fire
I mean
Nation?
he very well could have because it's the next episode, but their whole interaction, like Zuko doesn't say a whole lot. Like Iroh is just like, yep.
Mhm. Yeah,
So,
exactly. Well,
um,
and oh, there it is. With this scene, there's a lot to focus on Zuko, but also I can't pass up talking about Katara in this
mhm.
because again, she's back to the mothering thing. She's like, "Are you okay?" Like Suki and Sokka and Toph, they're vibing with the old guys. It's nice to see that they carry over from the Southern Raiders her forgiveness for him
Mhm.
and like really drive home that there's forgiveness. Holy cow, I've not looked at the chat in a while.
Well, also, I
Sorry.
think earlier in this episode, they're like trying to figure out, what to do about Aang, and Guitar's just like, we gotta like continue searching for him. And Zuko's the one that's like, yeah, like we need to like I want to find Aang too, but if we don't stop,
Mhm,
my father, like there's not gonna be a world to save. Like we need to think about everyone else and then we'll get to Aang. And so that's just like I think it's showcasing again like how much he's learned from Iroh
mhm.
and you know he's kind of able to like set aside his personal feelings which he struggled with pretty much the entire series prior to this
Yeah.
and sacrifice that to go save the world and everything. So
Mhm,
I think she's kind of like returning the favor here too, but also it's a lot
mhm.
of forgiving.
Definitely. Yep. They learned that from Buggus and Bogus.
Mhm. Sure did.
Who also say, I could do that easily with the energy bending. And Rapunzel says, I love how the lion troll imagery shows up throughout the entire series, and we're all like, what? When it actually showed up. Well, because there's
Yeah.
the in the original unaired pilot, Aang does his little airbending thing in front of a lion turtle sculpture. So it's like it
Mhm.
has been here since before the beginning.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Also, Bogus says they have to be a lion and a turtle. I'm only a beetle and I don't need to be mixed with something else. We need to convert Rapunzel. She could be Bugpunzel, the bug prophet. Ooh, I like the idea, Bogus. That's why we pay you the big bucks. Bugologist Katie. Ooh, or the bug bucks. Oh my gosh.
Oh, God.
Guys, the finger guns. Have you noticed that a lot of the Fire Nation names are only 4 characters long, except for the odd exception? Iroh, Zuko, Ozai,
Azula. Lee.
Azula.
Luten. Zhao.
Sean, Sean.
Jean.
Yeah, they are very simple names. I like it. Open up a new website, only bugs. Of course, Bogus would say that. It's just Bug was wiggling in the dirt, being happy. The fact that I now know that you are 2 separate people, and you've managed, like, y'all have some sort of ancient spiritual connection because y'all are riffing off of each other like you're on Whose Line Is It Anyway? Like, it's very good, everyone.
They're professionals.
But yes, so circling back to Zuko and Iroh, the moment we get to see them back together is amazing. But what I really appreciate is when Iroh's asleep and Zuko realizes it, instead of going and waking him up like, hey, Uncle Iroh, like I do with my parents. It's like, hey, someone's breaking into the house. Like, yeah, I know Lola, right? But you'd get them. Yeah. But he just sits. He's respectful. He sits and waits. And that also shows that he's not as impatient of a brat that he was in season 1. It's like, move me and put me on to the next set. Now he's just like, I'll wait until you wake up. It's okay. That I appreciate that. And I appreciate the heck out of this. They show 2 men crying. Like, they showed in the past Sokka cries, Aang cries, but you can see them more as kids. These are men. Like, they're the grown-ups of the show. Like, Zuko's on the cusp of it, but Iroh is. And you get to see emotion being portrayed, and like forgiveness and relief and sorrow and all of this complicated feelings, or all this complicated stuff. And it's a kid's show.
It is.
It's how you learn to deal with emotions if you're an angsty middle schooler. Like, you aren't going to get guidance in some spots. Get it from Avatar. And it's just
and like Iroh wakes up and then Zuko just immediately is just like trying to explain himself. And Iroh just very quickly like pulls him into a hug and like he's just like, you don't have to explain yourself. And I think that is something so important because a lot of times you may feel that you have to, but if the person, it loves you and everything like that, like it doesn't really matter to them. What matters to them is that you came back. And I think that was like something that was lost on me as a kid, and as I like watch the show and rewatch it and analyze it for the bajillionth time, that's just amazing to me that's in here. Like it didn't have to be as big of a moment as it is. But in the midst of all this, the writers were like, no, it needs to be this, and it absolutely does. Like, don't take this out under any circumstance.
No, but exactly. And it's such a fleeting moment too. It's a one line where he's how can you forgive me? It's like, I was never mad at you. I was just afraid you had lost your way. And like, it's so delicately placed, and they thought it through.
Yeah.
Yay. Also, apparently he's crying because he isn't a bug. We love men who are comfortable in their masculinity to cry in front of people. Avatar did not exist when I were a kid. The next generation can have it now. Oh, Kitty's gonna review the movie. Now I'm running away. LOL. Run away with that can of Raid with ya. That movie. I've watched it once.
You've only
and
watched it once?
I've only watched it once.
Wow, I think I've
I
watched
think
it.
the honest trailers review.
I've watched it a couple of times, and I only ever watch it. I watched it twice because I was like, oh, maybe it wasn't as bad as I thought it would. Like I like
Yeah.
gaslit myself into thinking that. And then I watched it. I was like, no, it was terrible. And now I watch it every like couple of years just to like
Really?
laugh. Yeah, just to laugh.
Oh,
And just to
so
like
it's-
Mystery Science Theater it with friends. Like that's it.
gosh, I could see that happening. Also, Buggus is like, you need to say Buggus 3 times. Yeah, because we're now back up to 10 viewers. Gaslight, Gatekeep, Buggus. It's the live, laugh, love of our stream. Oh, merciful heavens. I don't even know anymore. Oh, I totally skipped over this part. I'm an idiot. Before we even get to Iroh and them, we get to meet the masters and stuff, and they reappear, and it's like, oh yeah, it's Jean and Boomy and Paku, and he's like, oh yeah, you can call me grandfather. It's like, wait a second. And so I've dug through comics, and apparently in the comics they forget that he tells them that he's married to her because they're like, oh yeah, it's Grand Paku to you now. It's like, wait a second, they actually pulled this in the end. What? So I don't know. I like them both. I like the animated version and the comic book version, which doesn't happen all that often. So, but it's cool to see all the old masters come back, particularly Boomy, because what an awesome story.
What a sequence. Also,
I feel like
he looks-
Toph is just sitting in the back like,
yeah.
yeah.
He looks at the total eclipse without glasses.
Oh, yeah. Dude, he has cataracts that are older than
That's
Aang.
what I was just getting ready to say. Severe cataracts.
Oh, yeah.
But
No,
this is a great sequence. And I love that it was just like, how'd you escape? It was more like they escaped.
Yeah. That's such a bold, like, I didn't escape. Everyone else escaped. And he doesn't metal bend. Like we've seen Toph break out,
No.
but he just pops that open
Just-
like
yep.
a can of Fancy Feast. He just
Sure does.
so it's I wonder if Toph actually teaches Boomy metal bending. Like I could see her opening her
don't know.
academy and Boomy's just there like, I'm ready to learn.
Yeah, okay. Well, they do talk about that in one of the comics.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she opens up like her academy.
Okay, see there. There we go.
Mhm. But yeah, I don't know. I never really thought about that. I don't know. I like to think that he was just like he was just too busy, like, being kooky and just like,
Yeah.
just never got around to it.
he's I don't need to. These youngins got it. I can
Yeah.
do it on their own. I have to do whatever this is. Man, he's just as creepy as he was for me in the first time we see him in Omashu.
Mhm.
I really love him in this. He's just so unhinged. And now it's just like, yep, I'm not afraid he's going to kill Aang. I know he's fine. So that's
He's
my
fine with
arc
it.
through this series. Yeah. But it's great to get to see the other members of the White Lotus and to just get the old people together. And we get to talk with Iroh again. So that's a win.
Yeah. And it is just nice to see everyone and then just to have them briefly explain oh, this is John, Aang's first firebending master, and Master P and Dao, and I guess Boomy is the fourth. Yeah, and then Paku.
Yeah.
So it's neat. It's cool.
And looking at Zuko, he's just like, a firebending master? Huh? And like, he's genuinely just having a good time. Like, oh wow, look at all these masters. This is so cool.
Well, that and it's just not a whole lot of people obviously desert the army or anything like that, or even are just given up on the fire. So like this is outside of what Zuko knows. You know, this is the only other person, the only other firebender, that's, you know, chill.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you've gone through something similar to my experience of leaving the Fire Nation. I can appreciate that. So, yeah, that definitely the respect. But yes, the episode pretty much ends with the lion turtle bending Aang's energy, like teaching him how to do that, and then he drops him off. The comet's arriving, and cut to black. And now we're on to whatever happens in that battle, acting like I don't actually already know what happens, but because I forgot quite a bit of it. So next week's stream will be very interesting to talk about. I wrote down notes. I was like, he did what? So, oh yeah, but yeah, yeah, that's part 2. Unless I missed something. Did we miss anything?
I don't think so.
Sorry, Lolo's screaming at me. What do you need, baby? Yeah? Come here. Say hello. You just freeze when you're on camera, don't you? Sorry, Buggus. Sorry, Bogus. She's just too cute. Also, she has big murder mittens. She just clawed me in the leg. It's fine. No. Hit the like button, you maggots. The cat is back. It's okay. I'll give them some fancy feast so they won't want to eat you. Lolo just wants to terrify the audience. That's why we don't like cats. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, are there any fan theories for this one, Brandi?
I do. Okay. This one's short and sweet.
Okay.
I don't think it's fan. Again, it's more of like a headcanon. Toph and June become best friends after the war. Done,
oh my gosh.
Done. Just done.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they go out drinking. Once Toph can actually drink, she's like, all right, kid, let's get you some lemon drop.
Yeah. The theory that I have is that Aang is technically in the spirit world, and that's why the Shearshu can't find him.
Ooh, how does that work?
So, either like the lion turtle or the lion turtles, because they are like really ancient spirits, kind of like Rava and Vatu. Maybe they're able to kind of go between the worlds more easily because they understand, you know, obviously like the energy. Or maybe they're able to kind of like slightly open up the spirit portals on, you know, the north and south. And so obviously they can move very quickly as well. And we know that in Korra that if you go through the spirit portals, you'll be able to keep your bending.
Oh, important detail. So they they're like in a phase change between reality and the spirit world.
Yeah.
Their portals themselves. Oh.
And that's why they aren't able to find Aang or like sniff him out or anything. Or maybe he is still technically in the world, but when you're on a lion turtle, you're more closely connected to the spirit world. And so again, like maybe the lion turtles are portals themselves.
Yeah,
to,
like within its
small
aura.
pockets. Yeah. And then that's also why Aang is very easily able to connect his past lives and kind of just, you know, because usually when he's talking to Roku, like it has to be something where, you know, the two worlds are very close together, either during like a solstice or, you know, like what have you. Like something has to be able to do that. Plus, we also know that Heibai is able to take people in and out of the spirit world.
Yes, connector spirits. They're canon already.
Exactly. So I think the lion turtle is just one of those things that can just like take people in and out. And because of the lion turtle's connection and understanding of like energy and energy bending and everything like that, he was able to completely take Aang and Momo into the spirit world, which is why the Shearshu can't find him.
Oh, accepted. Fully accepted. That makes
Alright.
complete sense. That could be a college essay right there. You explained that very well.
I will now accept my doctorates in Avatar. Thank you.
Yes.
That
Oh,
was my
could you
thesis.
imagine? If you probably could get like a master's in that if you did one of those create your own programs.
Um,
Do it.
and this isn't a theory. This is just this. I just want to bring this to everyone's attention. The
Ooh.
sandal that Zuko has.
Yes.
This sandal was given to Zuko. If it's the same sandal, which I believe that it is, this sandal is a sandal that Zuko finds when Iroh gets captured by the Earthbenders in season 1.
Oh.
And if this is the sandal, that means that this sandal survived the explosion of Zuko's ship, and Zuko found it and kept it. And then kept it while they were floating on a piece of driftwood of the North Pole. Kept it his entire time during his travels in the 2nd season in the Earth Kingdom. Continued to keep it after he was upset at Iroh. Took it to the place that they had in Ba Sing Se. Took it back to him with the Fire Nation when he betrays everyone in Ba Sing Se. Has it in the palace, and as he's leaving the Fire Nation to go join the Avatar, he thinks to grab it.
Wow. That is an incredible journey for one sandal. I like to think maybe he was like, this is my lucky sandal. Slips it in my back pocket.
Exactly. This man, not only, no. Here's the next thing. I just thought of this. When they're in the air temple and Azula attacks, Zuko very quickly goes to like just go fight Azula, which means this is either on his person or someone grabbed the rest of Zuko's pack, maybe probably just the pack. But this man constantly has this sandal on him.
Oh man.
If
it smells that bad, how did he cover up the smell? Was it in like a Ziploc baggie?
I don't know. But do you agree or disagree that this is not the same sandal?
I'd agree. That looks exactly the same. So
it could have been a pie show tile that Zuko that Iroh gave Zuko. It could have been a letter. It could have been it could have been so many things. But it's this sandal.
The writers were like, you know what? Here's another loose end. What happened to that sandal? Let's tie it up.
Or is it not the sandal? Or is it when Zuko goes to like get him out of the prison? You know, there's just like these sandals, and so he's not entirely sure what he wants to do, if he's gonna go find Aang or so he just picks it up thinking, oh, I can just find June, and then June has the sheer shoe, and so maybe it's that. I don't know.
I still like to think this sandal's been on a journey.
Sandal.
I accept it. Full on the sandal.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk about this sandal.
Bravo. If this and the chat are the only things that survived the stream and like a nuclear apocalypse, I think aliens would agree we've done well. Speaking of the chat, Bree popped in. What's up? Didn't take you guys 5 years to complete the series. Proud of you. Dr. Brandy, PhD, avatologist. Definitely. They could have been done earlier, but the bugs invaded. Oh gosh. We got invaded by bugs. Yes, we did. He kept meaning to give the sandal back, but he gotten used to the smelly backpack and just forgot. He's like, oh, I'll give it to him tomorrow. I'll get to him tomorrow. Just putting it off. Oh man, that sounds awful. I haven't seen stream in a while. The things you miss. It's true. Just remember, the bugs have always been here. You guys just don't sweep your crumbs away.
Wow, to be called out like that.
Yeah. We're all a bit sweep deprived. Classes have been classing lately. Oof. If I win the presidential race, I'd make a 30-minute nap time mandatory. Dude, we're all voting for you. You have 10 votes. 2 plus 12, 2 for us. So 12 votes. I think you could win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you got 13 if Lolo had thumbs. Yeah. Do you want to say hi? Okay, please tell me you guys heard that. Did you want to say hi?
Yeah.
Can you say, thank you, Bogus, thank you, Bogus, I won't hunt you? You literally did the littlest chortle. I think that's a finger cross behind the back sort of, sure.
The cat can make no such promises.
I don't want the cat's vote. No! Kitty! This is so manic. I love it. Okay, any other fan theories?
Nope, that's it. That's it.
Okay. Well, in that case, I do have some fan art to go through. Let me just pull this bad boy up. Oh, good. I got them all. Yay! Okay, so first one. This is just such a beautiful pencil drawing. I imagine like the quiet kid in class is sitting in the back of the room, not paying attention to American history, but is drawing this.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I would buy
I
it.
wasn't prepared for the emotion.
I know. It's like I can barely draw stick figures, and people are out here drawing scenes. Like whoever Ridery, I think. Ridery? Whoever you are. This is very well done. Like the shading. Just by it could have been any scene. The shading's impeccable. Then you add this. It's like I want that. I have a folder actually of kept fan arts that I'm like, I need to reach out to the creator and see if I can get a print. Then, well, there's this compilation that I think is just really cool. Like you get the masters bending.
Yeah.
But I'd watch that show. Order of the Vigilantes. That'd be pretty epic. Even if they were just sitting drinking tea, I'd watch it. Another one that I really liked was it was a Pokemon one. That makes too much sense to not be Pokemon. Lion Turtle absolutely would be. This piece, it's a very simple one, but I do enjoy the soft shading, the pastels, just the detail on Aang alone. It's very well crafted. Not to be an art critic because I have no qualification for that, but this is this one's quality. This would be a gallery piece in my opinion.
This one's good.
And Weedle. Yes. Weedle would be the Pokemon of the Buggus and Bogus duo. There's also fan art. I don't know if I showed this fan cosplays. I don't know if I've shown this cosplay before, but I love it.
Yeah.
Peak, amazing. I don't know if she'd be allowed in the con with a full bullwhip. Security might try to stop you, but if you're doing photo shoot, that looks pretty dope. And if you get a group together, this could be us when we're in our 80s if we wanted.
Oh heck yeah!
We could totally
let's go.
Never go barefoot on a con floor, but still, that's
the dedication.
Cool. John and P and Dow, and it's awesome. Yes, Lolo, it's awesome. Why are you screaming? I know, I love you, but you have to. You guys can hear that, right? Why are you screaming? Would you like to be interviewed? Okay. What do you have to say? She's afraid of this mic. There we go. I scared her. But yes, the Avatar Last Airbender Con 2048, y'all. That's exactly what it's going to look like. And we will have so much additional content. It'll be great. We'll have finally gotten through Legend of Korra at that point.
Yeah, hopefully.
Order of the Vigilantes is just a slice of life about a bunch of old guys who hang out at Iroh's tea shop. I would watch that. In a millisecond, I'd watch that. There are no bulls in the con. A beetle whip would be handy. It's like a little dental floss whip. Kitty Muse. Very cute. But that is the fan art I have for this one. There's so much more art for the actual finale, which we will be getting to shortly. Good gosh, we're on the
I
final
know.
Brandy.
I know.
Watch nuclear war break out before next Monday or something.
With how this stream went, I'm surprised we got through it.
Same. I'm like, wow, we are just shy of 2 hours.
I know.
I gotta clear my schedule a little bit more for next Monday. 22:48. I'll be compost by then. It's just so good. This has been probably one of the best streams, just audience-wise. We got some good numbers, y'all, and I think it's because of Beetlebug. And the fact that 2 separate individuals in this world who are very far apart distance-wise came up with this. Bravo. And kept it going for 2 hours.
Exactly.
Jeepers, you all are amazing. Beetlebug Bogus, the Beetle Devil. And we have Beetlebug Bogus, the Bug Jesus. We have Rapunzel. We have Brianna. We have Time Prophet is here. Who else is still here? Marcus Aurelius has been here. Louise X Sparrow. We've got off the rails. I can't even I'm scrolling frantically back through this entire chat. There's so
it's one for the ages.
Corey was here previously. Like, you guys are all, this is one for the ages. This is probably one of my favorite streams I've ever done in my life. So thank you. Hey, we can be far apart and yet still be together. Exactly. Dragon Ball stream in about an hour and a half to recap Avatar: Last Airbender season 1. Will do if I'm still awake. But yes, now you guys have been phenomenal. Thank you so much. And we will be back for the finale of Avatar: The Last Airbender next week. See you then, guys.
Yes, we will.
Bye. Even Lola said bye.